As Russia moves to embrace open data, will you also make it easier for journalists to submit freedom of information requests and protect their ability to use that data, enabling people to see more about what's happening in operations and to improve the international community's understanding of what's happening, including extending perhaps even to private services or companies as they perform more government services through open data?
Well, open data is a wonderful tool actually to improve the whole many government processes. It must be included into the agenda of every government in the world because it really helps to streamline all the processes inside the government. And on the other hand, it also helps to bring this open data to the whole market and to create a lot of applications done by third-party companies that have no relation to the government, but are using this data to offer certain services, sometimes free services, sometimes extra added value services. But this is an open market to actually improve this competition, to improve this cooperation. I'm not sure about particular cases that you probably keep in mind while asking this question, but I think that we have to identify priorities. We have to start from those data sets that could be technologically very easily opened. On the other hand, that they will give enough added value to the market. Because government has a lot of data, and all this data could not be opened in just a year or 3 years from now. We have to identify certain priorities. We want to open data that, on one hand, has a very strong demand for that. On the other hand, that could be really widely used by third-party application developers to bring this data into our everyday life.
So in the United States, there's a very strong demand from data journalists for information that goes to the transparency and accountability side of things, things about budget spending, for instance, or calendars, that kind of notes, and open data can be applied in those areas as well. Does Russia plan to release more of those things and support their reuse so that your media can explain to citizens how the money is being spent?
You know, in Russia, for many years, we are opening all the amount of data connected to government contracts. All the procedures are made public. We publish all the contracts from federal, regional, municipal level. We publish all the tender documentation for tenders, for auctions. It is all publicly available. By the way, it was the way how we actually introduced a lot of exact issues to fight corruption within the country. So this is one of the examples how ICT played the major role and became the tool to avoid this misuse of taxpayers' money, of budget money, in a not an effective way. We have a separate project called electronic budget, which will bring even more transparency in the way how we plan our budget expenses. Because now you can see the results, how the money was spent. But we also want to open and to make it transparent all the preliminary procedures. When we allocate certain budget money, when we set certain KPIs in the government programs, and when we have the decomposition up to certain contracts. This is the way that will be opened in 1 or 2 years from now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.